Jazzy, I see you. Welcome and that. Something here. Bruv is up early. Bruv hasn't gone to bed yet. Bruv hasn't gone to bed yet, is what it is. Yeah, some of them Katana Zero tracks are good. Asheron, how you doing? Yeah, some of them Katana Zero tracks are very good. Not sure how far through the game I am. I'm on day 2, like where it says 2 days remain. I think. Was it 3 days remain? One of the two. This one, I kind of forgot this one is a thing, but this one is like... This one is a vibe. Because I haven't beat it for a while, I can remember playing as the biker. I remember like doing all that stuff. I just thought it was during the game, or like I just didn't remember the order. I didn't remember that it's at the very end and you do like 3 levels as the biker guy. And this is his little like intro music. This is an absolute vibe. Autoplay working as intended. Even though we're going to go sit over there, so we won't hear it as well. Ba-ba-bam, bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Burn all my court paperwork soon. I don't have to burn it. I want to burn it. I like the bit in this tune that goes boo. That's what I'm saying, tune, right? Right, anyway. Morning and that. I didn't stream last night. Need to get better. Well, that's because the important stuff you keep in one of these, and the unimportant stuff you just throw away. Twitch drops. Get rewards by purchasing or gifting. What rewards? There's no Twitch drops on my channel. 3 months free Duolingo. So if you want 3 months of free Duolingo, you have to gift a sub. So if you want to learn a language, now's the time. Give me money. If you want to learn a language, give me money. See how that works? No hablo español. How do I say give me money in Spanish? Is hacer? No. Hacer is, I think, is to give. Can't remember. I can't remember what give me is. Dame. I don't know if is it dame dinero. Because because occasionally when I have spoken Spanish in chat, I get American people that speak Spanish saying that's not right. But you guys don't speak the exact same Spanish they speak in Spain. Because when we learn it in school, when we go to Spain and then like you meet Spanish people, they have certain things different. It's normally like little like shortenings of words and shit like that. But I know that some of it's different. It's like a bastardized version. Such an American thing to take a language that's been around for 1,000 years and then be like, oh, this is our way of doing it. It's like such an American thing. We're going to pronounce words that we're just going to ignore. They have certain letters in them and just go, ah. Why did it play that twice? Why did it play that twice? Who will stop us? Yourselves. Oh, it's the whole thing. I can do that. It's the whole album playing. It's the whole album playing, so I can do that. That's that. Did you actually have a piss or do something, or are you just like playing in there? I'm not sure. Did we actually, or are we just having a little dig? Did we actually use the little tray? I missed it. Can you get a bit more on the floor? Maybe. You don't need to go back in there, genius. You've done your job now. What? Look at this fool. Oh, too late, he ran. I was going to grab him, but then I decided against it. He didn't exactly run, he just sort of sauntered in there. He sauntered off, we'll call it. But I did not stream last night because I was basically relaxing. I didn't really watch any DSP. I saw that he talked about fitness again, but at this point, like, he's just saying the same things. I see a little clip of him talking about fitness, and it's just the same bullshit. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing to watch. Everyone goes through the newbie gains phase. See, I remember, I'll tell you a story. Yeah, the home gym thing, yeah. What a retarded take. Anyway, I remember being in France once with my parents. I think I'd been working out for about a year at this point. And I was sitting somewhere. I think I was sitting on a table like with my hands or something like that. Or but I didn't have my hands on my shoulders. I was just sitting somewhere like this or something, like on something. And I stretched or I did something and then I was like the fuck, feeling it, and then realised, oh, that's my front delt. That's a muscle. I remember, not vividly, but I remember quite distinctly having that, being like, oh, there's like a muscle here. Like when I went like that, oh, there's like a big thing here. Aside from just the visual looks of like going like that and going, oh, I've got a bicep now. But like to roll with it the way he does is just so DSP. It's so typical DSP to roll with it how he is doing. Ah! It's okay, we got some. Cat, you've just been in there, boy. Stop fucking around. What are you digging for? Big ups, Mailman. Oh yeah, it's Friday, yeah. This is the new spot, by the way. This is the new kitchen stream spot, the stairs. It's wet outside. As we can see. You ain't going out there. Not today, fuckhead. Look at this cunt, look. Look, he's like, what's going on out there? You went out yesterday for like 3 hours. Stay back. Look at him. What? What's out there? You ain't going out there. Yeah, he went out yesterday for like 3 hours. He has like big long stints outside now. And yesterday he was out there for like 3 hours, loving life. He come back, then I went out and he was sort of doing like a crazy moment in the garden, running around. I was stroking him. I got a good picture for an emote. I got the perfect picture for an emote. I got him yawning, like full extension of his mouth, like with all his fangs and that. I got the perfect shot of him with his gob open. So that's good. Tevin, how you doing? Did I miss anyone else? But yeah, we got the perfect open gob shot of the cat. So that's good. I'm wearing one of my favourite vintage t-shirts. And again, the pink hair means that the pink hair t-shirt can come out. The Arcade Power wear. What? Why are you looking at me like a fucking... Look at this fucking... The way he's looking at me. He's moaning as well. You can't hear it, but he's going... under his breath. He's literally going... That's what he's sounding like right now. Sorry, do you want to go out in the rain, do you? If the music went on, you could probably hear it. Can you hear it? Whoa. Fuck off! I ain't going out there, boy. Oh, my tea. Where'd I leave my tea? Imperative. It's raining anyway, dickheads. It's raining anyway. Better. Okay. We're going to train arms at home. We're going to train back at home today. The basement isn't obviously fixed or anything, but it's dry. So today, I'm going to take an actual barbell down there and do some heavy bent rows. Because this bollocks without a car, we're going to have to I don't have to go heavy, like I don't have to go heavy bench press and that at home and stuff, but I'm going to need something semi-weighted for back, so I'm going to take a barbell down there and do some rows. Because my selectable dumbbells are a bit too light for back. But beyond that, it's fine. So yeah, mercifully, I didn't listen to pullovers. Hell no. We're gonna do some rows. I can do a pullover down there with my selectable dumbbell. I like a pullover. I normally do them at home because they're just a good exercise to do. For a single arm row, basically, yeah, it doesn't quite go to 100. Mine go to 41, which is like 90 odd, 95. But they're still a bit too, for a single arm row is a bit too light for me. For a single arm row, it is a bit too light. I can do 100. Very good. I can do 100 kilos on a machine, but that's a machine. In terms of a dumbbell, when I went to this one gym in Dover, I rode, I think, a 75 kilo dumbbell for 5, but it wasn't a hanging row. It was kind of like a pendlay row where it's already on the floor. So you're kind of like, so it's like, I'm like here. So I'm not holding it hanging, like it's on the floor and I'm sort of like that and then place it on the floor like that. I did that with 75 kilos, but letting it hang is quite a lot. Yeah, see, that's heavy. That's heavy. 120 pounds is like what, 60? That's heavy, dude. That's what I'm saying. Once you start practicing them, you start getting up there. Your back is strong, dude. Like, the back is fucking strong. It's just certain, like, machines. As I say, when, like, that excellent video of LTG doing pull-ups and fucking up every single piece of information he given to the chat. That was quite impressive. 54, yeah, there you go. What do you want? What do you want? Come here then. Come here. Come here then. Should we trick him? Should we not trick him, but by the way, Billy 1287. What's this? Gonna come down now? Akuma, come on in. Come on in. Come on. It's because I'm sitting here and he's thinking, I don't know if I can get past him. Come on then. Come on. Come on. Come on, dickheads. That's my tea. You can't really have that, can ya? Have a few of them. Have some breakfast. Yes, sir. Lord of the House is right. Lord of the House is absolutely right. I really want to I don't want to play it, but I feel like I have to beat Hotline 2 because I beat Hotline 1 on stream. Even though I've played Hotline 1 on stream a lot, it's been a while since I beat it. So now I feel like I have to play it. Alright, boy. I'm moving the stick, it's fine. You can go into your little space. Nothing's going to happen. I know I'm sitting here. It's fine. You can have your... You can, like, look, just eat. Just eat your grub. It's not a big deal. Look, it's fine. Everything's under control. The food's right there. Nothing's going on. We're not going to die over it. Nothing's going to happen. I don't think there is a difficulty, is there? I don't think they have a difficulty. The thing that makes them more difficult, at least in the first one, is the different masks. Like, as I said, there's the one mask where... There's one mask where when you press to move, like, up, like, vertical on the screen, the guy moves down. And when you press to move left, he'll move right. I think there was an achievement, I'm pretty sure I did it, for beating a stage, you wearing that mask. It's fucking ridiculous. I had to do literally the first level when there's like 4 enemies. Because it's so fucking awkward. I told you, the best mask in the game is Dennis. The best mask is Dennis, and the best weapon is the knife. You just play the whole game like you haven't got to click. You haven't got to click the attack button when you use the knife. You just hold it down. You just walk through the whole level, as you saw. That's the best way to play the game. Just walking around with the knife, constantly slashing. Because 99% of the time, it just takes out anyone that comes to, like, stands next to you. It takes out literally anyone faster than they can swing their whatever they've got. Also, I'm really enjoying the new Dying Light. I played a bunch of Dying Light last night. Like, I was sort of lurking on streams. Half lurking, half just like watching shit on YouTube. But I'm really enjoying the new Dying Light. I have to say it. Really enjoying the new Dying Light. Story's interesting enough. There's not exactly a lot of characters I care about, but there's at least, like, I don't know how many games I've played through now. Like, you play like a modern game or whatever. I don't mean it like in a cringe way, but like, just characters in these games are just so forgetful. I don't know who they are. I don't know their fucking names. Do you know what I mean? But Dying Light, there's already a couple of people where you're like, oh, this dude's kind of cool, and there's an interesting story. There's a bunch of people that are living in a cave, and they're infected, but they're sort of slowing the infection down with these like mushroom things. But there still kills them in the end. But they're like trying to find a way to halt the infection, and they've got some interesting stuff going on. And the thing with Crane is kind of interesting. The fact they brought back, like, I haven't had it confirmed in the game, but I sort of realised when you see him, there's a bit where there's this like guy who's kind of zombie like you. He's like, he's all like juiced up, but he's still like a dude, you can see. And because I remember at the end of Dying Light 2, he's like, the main character is taking all these injections to like do a similar thing to fight the main boss at the end. And it's that guy. The guy from Dying Light 2 is in this, and he's all like zombie juiced up. But he don't attack you at that point. So that's going to be interesting. I can't remember his name, but that's going to be interesting. Because they've got literally both of them injecting zombie juice into their veins. That's basically the story now, by the way. Which is kind of wild. Like, they're basically using the special zombie stuff with the special zombies have. They're like their versions of the virus, and just jacking themselves up with it. Like, I mean, it's probably not going to end well. He was very forgettable, but it was still memorable enough that I was like, oh, that's the guy. Because they allude to it anyway. But it's brought up enough that you're kind of like, oh, that's the guy. Zombie juice is basically what it is. It was aliens. I don't remember where the virus come from. If it was genetically made. Excuse me. I don't remember in Haran where they say the virus came from. I don't remember. Remember in Resident Evil What was the Resident Evil game where they revealed that the virus was created from this flower that come from this cave in Africa? And then that was why and then it kind of, the umbrella symbol was kind of based on this flower. What Resident Evil game was that? Was it 5? The one with Chris and what was her name? Shiva? There's this one bit where they go in this like cave. And it implies that these flowers that grow in this cave were like what started the virus or something like that. And then they basically probably retconned all of this stuff because it's Res Evil. Like, make no mistake. But I'm sure that was a thing in one of the Res Evil games. They were like, yeah, check out this cave and there's like creepy virus and look, there's like a weird flower and Chris is all like, whoa. And now they just bring Chris up. He's like an old fucking man. And they're like, do you remember, this is still a Resident Evil game. There's a guy in it with his last name's Redfield. Even though it don't look nothing like it, remember, his name's Redfield. Yeah, Ouroboros, that's right. Fucking Wesker. Ouroboros. Is that peak Wesker, Resident Evil 5? Is Resident Evil 5 peak Wesker? Like, there's a bit where he's fighting him and Chris goes to hack him with the knife and doesn't he just go, puts his arm up and Chris just like stabs his arm like that and Wesker's just like stone faced, like all his weird little grin that he's got going on. The Ouroboros. Is he dead? I don't think he's dead, is he? Wesker's never going to die. Wesker's never going to die. They're going to be digging up Chris's corpse as well. Chris Redfield going to get a mention to at least Resident Evil 10. Until at least Resident Evil 10. In Resident Evil 9 or 10, we're going to have to fucking go back to like fucking Claire and all this sort of shit. But, I mean, it is though, isn't it? In Resident Evil 1, he's like a baby. In Resident Evil 1, he's like a literal baby. The best thing about Res Evil 1 is that when you started the game, you had the live action cutscene of the people, and it's like an 80s action movie where the guy, it like shows them. But even though, I don't think there was hardly any other cutscenes in the game when they used the live action people. By the way, Life Matrix, I see you as well. But it shows at the start like such and such, Chris Redfield, and there's like a guy standing there and it's all like fire and that, but they use real actors, and the guy who plays Chris looks like a baby. I mean, they all do. But yeah, his entire life, Raccoon City, and then after that, he's like, okay, I'm done with zombies, now we're going to fight, what do they call them? Oh, BOWs. Now we're going to fight BOWs, and it's like, not only a zombie, but it's like a parasite thing that grows inside the thing, turns them into a zombie, and then occasionally explodes out of their head as like a giant mutated thing. Then after all that, we're going back to America in like, where's the first one set? Like Mississippi or somewhere like that, right? Or Louisiana. I'm not sure where it's somewhere like that, where there's like mangrove swamps and shit. And then there's like a version of the virus, but it's not really a virus. But there's an umbrella lab there, and they're experimenting on the family. I'm literally lost with this. Honestly, I can't remember how it is all still connected together. And then in 8, then there's a village with werewolves. I don't remember why. I just know that's what it is. Listen, I'm here for it. In 9, we're going back to Raccoon City. Like, they have nostalgia baited a little bit. Like, Capcom are doing this a little bit dirty by being like, look, it's Raccoon City. If we don't go there in the game, I'm going to be pissed. If it's just like a cutscene, or it's like a real brief, we're just going here and then we're fucking off, I'm going to be annoyed. If they show Raccoon City nuked and fucked, like way after Res Evil 1 and 2 and all that, we have to go back there properly. We have to walk around a bit and explore, fight some leftover mutated zombie. I mean, that almost writes itself, doesn't it? Like some big half-mutated, half-tyrant nemesis thing left over from ages ago. That shit writes itself. And then we're going to have... Who are we playing as the girl? The baby. I can't quite remember, but that's who you're supposed to be, right? The baby in Res Evil 9. You're the baby from Res Evil 8. The baby that gets, like, turned into 5 different test tubes randomly somehow as part of the weird story about genetics, and that's why with the virus now Ethan can, like, he chops off his own hand but then just, like, sticks it back on. I don't remember that part either. I don't remember how that part of the story goes. Was 8 the one with the giant baby? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? 8 was the one with the baby house. That was the freakiest part of the game. That bit was, like, legitimately creepy. With the big, that big, like, slob thing, that big baby thing that comes after you. But it actually, like, that whole build up to that bit was pretty creepy. There was a bit like that in 7 as well, where you go in, like, the attic. You have to go up in the attic and one of, like, it's like the mum or something, and I can't remember. Maybe it's the old lady, because you keep seeing the old lady, didn't you? But there's a bit in 7 where you have to go up in, like, an attic and there's some dolls, and that was pretty creepy. But a lot of 7 is just running around the house from, like, the crazy dude with the spade and the woman's chasing you. Even in 8, where big tall lady, it's not really scary. Like, because she was so, because she was so over the top and, like, voluptuous and, like, ridiculous, it wasn't really scary. It was a bit, it would freak you out a little bit. Like, occasionally you would open a door and she would just be standing right there and she'd, like, crouch in the, that was the weird bit. She'd have to, like, crouch in the door because she was so tall and she'd just, like, come in front of you. But really, like, getting chased by her weren't that scary. It was easy as well to get away from her, as far as I remember. I remember playing that game twice. I might have even beat it on hard. But it weren't that hard, as I remember. Yeah, she is kind of sexy though, right? But she is though. She's all like vampired up and like pale and shit, but she's hot. She's like 7, 8 foot tall. She's got massive tits and stuff. So I get how, like, it is tough to keep it spooky. It's a bit intense where she follows you, but it's not, I wouldn't call it scary. But the bit where you go to the dollhouse and you're exploring all of that and then the baby thing chases you, that was fucked up. That was fucked up. Thank you. But I am, I mean, all of that to say, I don't think they're Resident Evil games anymore. But I like playing them. I don't think they're Res Evil games. I mean, we can call them that, but they're just kind of horror games now. But I like them. I'll play them. Don't bother me. They still got some good mood, and that, like, 8 had some, like, a bunch of good bits in it. Some of the boss fights are pretty cool. It was a bit wild where, again, they brought as again, they, like, randomly Chris shows up at what, the end of 7? At the end of 7, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, Umbrella, whatever, was he work for, or BSA or whatever, Chris turns up, and then randomly in 8, you're there, chopping your hand off and doing whatever you're doing. And then there's the one sequence where randomly the chopper turns up and it's like, oh, and here's Chris with, like, a fucking assault rifle. And you're just going to, like, plow through a bunch of werewolves as him for 20 minutes and fight a boss as well, I believe. You fight, like, a big, like, super werewolf boss as Chris. It's great. But I still... It's a far cry from the old school static camera... fucking piano room save room piano music. That shit used to terrify me as a kid. Not exactly, but in Res Evil 1, the thing that freaked me out the most was the sharks. When you had to go in the basement and there's like an actual shark swimming through like 3 feet of water, but it's like great white sized shark and its little babies just like boom, 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 boom. You don't even have to fight that thing. It's easy. It still scared me. You just run between the doors and then drain the water, and then it's just there going just flapping Just there flapping, helpless. I still remember things like the giant snake fight in Resident Evil 1. The first time you see that fucking big snake come out. That shit was well freaky when you was little. I don't remember many other games like that freaked me out that much when I was a kid. There's a few. Silent Hill. Why did I fucking feel this? Why did I feel it? Just to give myself aggro. Just to give myself aggro and be like, yeah, that's another reason. Why, chat? Why did we do it? What have we got to do today, chat? My mate Tel is going. My mate Tel is coming later. I'll probably stream after that. It won't be early enough to watch the level 1 where, but that's alright. When we've done them all week, you know, I can do a retroactive catch up. I've got to watch. I do have to watch on stream this. Like, I know there was another bit of what happened. There was like, I'm not quite sure because a few people clipped it. It looked like he left the camera on again. But then he's talking, and when it's like, when I woke up and I'm just sort of scrolling through Discord like that, but not really watching, I'm not sure what happened, but he like left it live, I think, or something, but then started talking again. But apparently he's been like, there's a lot of just him there just flexing and stuff. That's really starting to get stressful. Watching DSP just do that every 10 seconds. Do the crab pose, but he hasn't got literally any. Anyone that works out for 2 months will get a little bicep. If you've never worked out in your life, even if you don't change your eating habits, if for 2 months you start working out with a little bit of weight and doing some curls, within 2 months, you won't have a big bicep, but you'll have a little curve in your bicep, which is what he has. They call it. It's a well-known, for people that don't work out, there's a well-known term in the fitness industry world called newbie gains. Newbie gains is basically where the reason muscles grow is a reaction to stress. That's why your muscles grow. Like genetically, all those things, it's all evolutionary, yeah? And it's all driven by the environment and adaptation. And your muscles growing are an adaptation to stress. So the idea is we're in the jungle. We're like, you know, we're prehistoric man, whatever. We're hanging on stuff. We need to climb, yeah? We need to climb, but we can't. We're too big, we haven't got whatever. So our muscles, our lat muscles start to get overdeveloped, or we need to like lift things. So certain muscles get overdeveloped. And the humans, or the creatures at that point, whose lats muscles were bigger or whatever, and whose hearts were stronger and all that sort of stuff, they're the ones that were able to pass on their genetic material and so on and so forth. So over the thousands of years, that's how we developed certain muscles to do certain things. That's the way. It's the same thing with like giraffes. I know it's like a simple analogy or a weird analogy, but like giraffes didn't grow long necks. Whatever a giraffe started as, the ones with the longer necks or the ones with that in their DNA were the ones that were able to like reach more food and procreate more. That's the way, like, it's just adaptation. Anyone that worked out for 2 to 3 months would get a little bit of adaptation and newbie gains like DSP. Saying that it's like, I see a thing, he said it's like the muscles that are when he was in his 20s. And this thing about having rock hard abs. Any of you right now, if you've never worked out in your life, yeah, even if you've got a belly, tense your abdominal wall and then just go like that and press into it. And it'll be hard. Muscles aren't soft whether you work them out or not. They are, that's how they function. That's just a function of like a muscle. When you tense it, when you contract it, it feels like that. We can prove this because even muscles that you don't train, like, see that? That's a muscle, yeah? I mean, I see Lee Priest do this once as like a joke. There's a muscle here in your hand, yeah? If you squeeze your thumb and that together and sort of like tense it, you can press here and you'll feel that it's hard. Even if it's small, you'll feel there's a little, you're like, oh yeah, it's a little bit, that's not just squishy skin. That's not just tissue. There's a bit of muscle there. You're not doing workouts trying to like make it bigger. Well, let's not even go there yet. I don't want to hear any jokes. That'd be your bicep anyway, or your forearm. It wouldn't be that. Point is, it's the same for everybody. The point is, it's the same for everybody. Rock hard abs is such a wild thing to say. How long before he thinks he takes his top off? Do we think at some point he's going to try and take his top off to mog people? I'm dreading that. But that'll be a while yet, but that still potentially could happen. That potentially could happen. It is hard to get rid of man tits. It is hard to get rid of bitch tits, you're correct. Wife beaters come first. He could wear a vest. Oh my God, can you imagine? Can you imagine? He turns on the stream one day and he's wearing some like little like cheap like $5 fucking Walmart like wife beater. That would be insane. That would be fucking insane. Or like you say, like a sleeveless one. So if he doesn't wear like a cut vest, he wears just like a sleeveless cut off. So he just looks like a square or a rectangle. Because he ain't got no, like, he tells us he's been working out his traps, by the way. He has literally specifically said, I've been doing traps. I could not even begin to imagine what DSP's like. DSP standing there, pasty as fuck in his little room with the curtains shut and the light on, listening to like some fucking Mario, like Super Mario, like 64 soundtrack going, doing shrugs. Good Lord. This is really getting to me sometimes. I mean, it's fun, but at the same time, it's like hell on earth. Having to listen to DSP pig-splain fitness through me. It's so awful, dude. It's so awful, I can't begin to tell you. The Wolverine tucked in what and a pair of jeans, bro. But he could, oh my God, what about Halloween? He could incorporate his new muscles into a Halloween outfit. I should really think about a Halloween outfit this year, shouldn't I? Have I still got my, I still had the Alex braces somewhere. Oh, that's the Alex headband. I might have the braces upstairs. I've still got the Alex headband. Even though I don't really play Street Fighter 6 at all, I'll probably get him when he comes out. Just to like have a go for 5 seconds. Just to have a go for 5 seconds. If they give him a hyper bomb for his super, that'll be fun. Hyper bomb. It is cool. It is cool. When you get someone with hyper bomb in Third Strike, it is cool. And you just, he misses it all the time, and then you just get a little bear hug. Wiggle bottom, by the way, big ups. Did I get a oh, you don't get shit. Oh, he raided. MTC dude as well, big ups. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the raid, Wiggle bottom. I missed that. I hope we had a nice time. I'm just sitting in my kitchen, chilling out, listening to the Hotline Miami soundtrack, I believe. It's playing that. I think it's playing the whole thing now. Getting annoyed about DSP's fitness art. Well, musing about it. And thinking what I'm going to wear for Halloween. Do you know what? I actually forgot that I already kind of had an idea for Halloween. But I can't really... I can do it now. I already had an idea for Halloween thinking about it. I already remembered that I had an idea for Halloween. But I don't think my hair's too... Like, obviously having pink hair like this is a bit of a thing, but you can buy a mask, or with some costumes, like, you can let it slide. But, like, I feel like the one I did... By the way, Brian S. Hey, Dan. But I didn't... I think my hair's too wild to do my original idea now. I think my hair's too wild to do my original idea. Like, the character it won't be convincing. I'll have the props and stuff, but then I'll just have this bright pink flamingo on my head, so it's not going to look right. And right, listen, there was no new chatters, okay? I've got this wonderful tool here, which is what we call a second phone. So be able to now... Even though I haven't had fucking second phone for ages because the old Bill had it, now I can scroll the chat and see what I missed. Until it runs out of battery, which it's going to do relatively soon. Literally using a second phone just as like a streaming tool. That's it. Other than that, it's completely redundant. Completely. What else have I got to do today? I was thinking. Where'd that little swine go as well? I'll be fine. We've got to go out. The music died. Oh, it did that whole... Are you still watching? Yes, YouTube. I'm still watching it, bro. I'm still listening. Just because I ain't touched nothing. I don't mean I want it to stop playing. I'll tell you what we do. Okay. That'll do it. It's fine. Oh, right, chat. I've got time. We've got time still. We allotted a little bit for stream. Everything's kind of tidy. I did a bunch of shit yesterday. I've got to do some stuff on the PC as well. I just remembered. I've got to do some life admin. So that'd be annoying, but that's not an issue. Is it still raining? I mean, only a little bit, but still. It's a very English day today out there. I'll give you that. I'll tell you that. It's very England out there today. It's very England out there today. Great. Right, not too cold. A little bit of rain, not much. Just a little bit of rain and grey. Moderate, sunniest day. Now listen, this year, we had some hot days this year. There was a couple of days this year where it was like hotter in, like I was working in heat. It was hotter there than it was in like parts of like the hottest parts of like America and Europe and whatever. But it's like that for like 3 days. As opposed to being not quite that hot, but being like that for 6 months. We just get like 3 days or a week of it. Oh my God, I'm so itchy, I'm sorry. There was one day like that we worked in, I remember it was fucking wild. And I posted a little video of like, obviously I was just working in shorts, nothing else. And even just that day, like by the end of the day, I was bright, like not completely like sunburnt to fuck. How much is that? Like now the difference is not the contrast, not that stark, but like I was like orange as hell because we'd been working all day and my arse was so fucking pale. Like it was almost like a black and white shade difference. It was like that. My arse cheeks versus the thing. It was ridiculous. just getting cooked all day long, laying blocks on the person's drive. Absolutely cooked. Absolutely cooked, mate. You installed a bunch of smoke detectors. You what? You what? When I was training, I was smoking down in the basement. It set the fucking alarm off down there. That was annoying. That was annoying. To be fair, I haven't checked my fucking alarms in the kitchen. I had one there, but it didn't work. I should probably get mine checked out. If I knew, I'd ask my fucking old man. My brother will sort it. This is a good track. This is quite new. This is a this year jobby. Can we do one more tea? What was it, 50 minutes? Time to start at. Yeah, it's like hot. It's not even 12 yet. It's not even 12 yet, mate. All the time. Look, chat, I only dyed my hair, was it yesterday? Or the day before? It was about 48 hours ago, yeah? And can you see already, like, if it's in the light, can you see how pastel this bit is versus, like, this bit? Like, already. Pink just comes out of my hair. That's why when I bleach it and have pink hair, really what I'm doing is just having blonde hair. That's basically what you're doing. Just having blonde hair, because the colour comes out like... Some stay in more, like blues and stuff. Oh yeah, you could comb them. Yeah, the ones where you could comb them. I was never into trolls. I was never into them when I was a kid. Wasn't it more of a girly toy? I mean, I guess because you're combing the hair. But I didn't have been able to comb the crazy hair. I'm trying to like... I should really mohawk it one day. We should really mohawk it one day. How will I know? Maybe one day. It's just like a lot of product to stick on my hair to make it like stay up. Oh, bro. How did I even do that? How did I even do that? Work, probably. This is the trouble, chat, landscaping. You just like... You just get like... Just little chibs and stuff out of your skin. You never notice it. And then you look and you're like, oh. Or you'll be at work and then you look and you're like, oh, I'm bleeding somewhere. Because like a fucking rock scratched you or some nonsense you didn't notice. Annoying. This is a nice like edit remix. I think you just call this a remix, a bit more than that, isn't it? Basically. Let me check this. Let me check this. Yeah, we got time. I can do like one more small. I should let some of the smoke out, just because then we won't be completely fumigated all day. But the cat will escape if I don't keep an eye on it. Yeah, ain't too cold. If I wouldn't get so wet, we could go out and sit under the tree, obviously. Be very, that'd be magical, chat. We could do a magical morning, but I don't want to get that damp. So we ain't doing it. But we'll do one more tea. I'll do one more. Sorry, I'm just vibing. Then I'll do my computer shit. Then I'll do my other shit. Then till I get it. Then we go out. Then I'll grab foods. Then the terrors will arrive. If everything goes to plan, rather. Then the terrors will arrive. And then they'll be here all weekend. They still want to do Little Nightmares 3, even though we know it's not going to be like as good as the first one. Even though we know it's not going to be as good as the first one, they still want to do it. Stupidly. Not stupidly, but like, I think both of them are going to have a go of it, because you can play it like co-op or with the AI. I mean, I'm way more excited for that Reanimal game. Didn't they announce a date for that? 2026 or something? Once again, we'll be doing that. I will be doing that on stream with the Terrors. Reanimal. Only because it's the same devs. And because Little Nightmares 1 and 2 are amazing. Atmosphere, dude. Like, peak atmosphere. I can charge. So yeah, oh, you probably can't even see through the window. You probably can't properly see through the window, but yeah, it's like quintessentially English. Oh, quintessentially English weather. What time? What time is it, chap? 11:36. And what is it? Thirds. Oh no, 35 still. At least according to my one. And it's the third. Thank you. We just had to do the watch. We had to set it. Oh, please. Oh, it's a bit oppressive, that angle, isn't it? Have you like hovering right over me like that? That's a bit more neutral. That's definitely more neutral. Should have played some games now. I could have played for a couple of hours. I didn't think about that. I mean, again, it would have only been a couple of hours, and it's like pointless now because I ain't got enough time. But thinking about it, I should have booted up just Dying Light and sat and chat bollocks for 2 hours or an hour and a half. Although that goes like very quickly, especially when you're playing a game. Especially when you're running around slicing zombies and getting sidetracked. That's gonna be long gone. Feel like this. Right, I'm sorry. I'm just talking shit. Cameraman when? What do you mean? What? What? I need one. What, like a producer? I need like an assistant to like carry it round. It's a very weird world, them like sort of ultra high profile streamers, and they're just kind of existing as a celebrity with like an entourage and all this, but they're just a streamer. So it's just like the shit's always turned on, but it's like, again, I'm assuming they are talking to chat, but especially when chat's like so fast. I don't know how you'd even like, you'd have to have like separate, you'd have to like have your fucking, the few people that you still like remember from way back in like a Discord or something, wouldn't you? So you'd be able to even like pay attention. Because when you got like however many thousand, like 20, 30, whatever it is, 1,000 fucking views, that chat's just like impossible. Even in slow mo is probably impossible. Family labourers tactics. Yeah, but then I've got to like bring one of the terrors round with me. You know what I mean? Then I've got to have one of them like tag along with me probably. Oh. Oh. Don't spill it. Let's not do that. All right. Okay. That's fast. Or what if I don't have any of those? It's all just actual children, and they're not. They don't do the housework well enough. I'm too much of a stickler. I'm too much of a stickler. Tune, by the way. Shout out some random Italian dude on SoundCloud who, as well as a bunch of like weird lo-fi from like 8 years ago or something, Geezer's got a bunch of, well, a few don't know if we're calling this garage. I don't even know what we're calling this, but like actually banging tracks. It must be somebody. Right. Okay, we'll do a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, chap. I see the ghost of what's his name game come out. I don't really want to play it. Not because of anything specific with all of the bullshit surrounding it, because I kind of got bored in the first one. I know I probably said this before. The sword fighter was kind of cool. But once you got past that, it kind of felt like a Ubisoft game. Like, go here, do this, go here, unlock this. Which ain't in itself necessarily bad, but I wasn't like enthralled by the people and the story enough that I wanted to keep playing it. Sadly. Maybe if I went back to it and give it more of a chance. I didn't just play hardly any of it though. Because you have to like... There's like 3 sword fighting, like there's stances or whatever. I can't remember how they work. There's like one of them is probably like faster than the other and one of them was more about counters and shit. I can't remember. But I unlocked all of them. Because I wanted to, because it is cool because you can fight with the 2 swords and that. But I remember doing like, I remember being like however far into the game and doing like, you know, there's like an enemy base and you would have the one leader guy and you would like be able to like stealth the base, kill some guards and then like execute the leader and they would all kind of like, they wouldn't want to fight you after that and stuff like that. But I remember doing a few things like that, or just doing one of those encounters and just being like, and then looking at the map and looking how much more I had left. It wasn't that I didn't even like think the game was shit. It wasn't. I just went, I don't know, I just didn't want to go back to it. Like now I'd have to start from the beginning. Like it was cool. You could like, there was not like cool mechanics. You could like challenge the dude to fight and then the dudes would give up if you beat the guy and stuff like that. I liked all that sort of shit. But when you was exploring the world, it was pretty. But it was just kind of like, again, it kind of felt too much like one of these empty Ubi games. It should have been like, we need a game like that. A bit more like Neo with like monsters and stuff, but bigger. Like, I don't know if the next Neo is going to be like, going to just have the stages. This is a good one as well. But I kind of want it to be a bit bigger. I don't know. I'd kind of want it to be a bit bigger and fit. Like, even though the game kind of sucked, the maps and the stages weren't too bad. What was it called? Oh, it was. I never beat it though. It wasn't a very good game. Oh, Wolong. Yeah, like the maps and all that was okay. It was just the combat itself. I don't know about that game. I don't know what was up with that game. I don't know what was up with that game. Riohan, how you doing? It is the morning. It's not even midday yet. Want it to be a bit bigger. What, Neo? Oh, listen, MTC dude, you would. What was that? Oh, Talio, how you doing? Sorry, the little thing skipped and I didn't see what it said. Yeah, MTC dude, look, we'd all. Even those of us that were quite blessed genetically, if we was offered, you know, if it's not your dick size, it's probably your height, or I don't know, some body part where you're like, If I could just edit that. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd change. I'm quite content. Maybe I'd just like guarantee my hair till old age. Maybe something like that. Maybe. That might work. If I just have to get all the skull tattooed. You'd like to be smaller. That's probably a rare one, isn't it? How tall are you? How tall are you? Smaller? Do you mean smaller or shorter? Do you mean smaller or shorter? And if so, if you mean that, how tall are you? Because I'd have thought most people want to be taller, didn't they? I'd have thought most people want a bit more height. 184, what is that in feet? Let's do feet to centimetres. Because I'm terrible with the... Oh, you're 6 foot. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Like, 6 foot's like... I mean, if you're a lady, 6 foot's quite tall. If you're a lady, 6 foot is quite tall. So that might be an issue. But I think for a dude, like, probably... I'm like 5'9", like 6 foot would be fine, but you know, I don't want it. Like some guys are like short, and obviously it's a self-conscious thing, but like, can't do nothing about it. You got to play the hands you were dealt, you know? That's it. You want taller, top of the fridge, can't reach the top of the fridge easily height. Does depend. I suppose there are probably issues I've not thought of. As a fella. But yeah, allegedly taller ladies, it's harder for them because taller ladies are apparently are more often single because they like, or like on average, women like to like date a dude who's like the same height or a bit taller as them. It's like the male female, like, you know, the dynamic. But there's not that many. I mean, there are tall dudes, but there's not loads and loads. So, like, if you're taller as a lady, it, like, exponentially fucks up who you might find unfortunately attractive, because you've got to look down at some dude who's, like, my height. Even if they're jacked, and be like, yeah, but I'm, like, towering over you. Yeah, some of them probably like that, but I think that's probably also, mailman, probably sometimes just due to the fact that it's harder to meet and find them people. Do you know what I mean? There's not that many 6'4", 6'5" guys out there. You do see people that are just like towering, but reach on the shelf, it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know, mailman. Social class over height, yeah. That's probably true. That's probably true. Money goes a long way. Probably. You wish you were 6'2". Just a little bit less. Or just constant bending down and like being uncomfortable in chairs because you're like, and all that sort of stuff. Like, to be fair, like, crappy, when you as a mailman, like, crappy government job and all that, like, crappy chairs and crappy seats, like, let alone the shit on your neck, must have been a fucking nightmare. Transport is, yeah, I can imagine, like, little cars and stuff. You're like, 7 foot. That's fucking huge. That's ridiculous. You had to get a pickup because you're like, yeah, see, that is stuff that obviously I completely take for granted. Completely take for granted. What, just like hit, when you get in, you just constantly hit the side of your head, like, or when you put your head up and you're just like, ow, Yeah, that's a nightmare. That's a fucking nightmare. Oh, that's hellish. Yeah, but see, you just said it. I don't care for height as long as they're taller than me. So if there's a bunch of average ladies who are 6 foot, who really have no preference for looks or body weight or anything like that, but just something in them's like, but I just want him to be a bit taller than me, it fucks them up. Because height is like, again, there's tall people out there, but way more of us cluster around the average, which is definitely below 6 foot. That's the issue. There's just not as many of those people. So even though they could forgo like looks and job and social status and all that sort of stuff, and someone be quite content and not care about any of that, on some level they fucking care about height. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. So we're doing ourselves a disservice. Yeah. Them poor tall ladies, bro. If you see a tall lady, give her some love. If she wants it from you, be super nice to her. Because the stats say she might be way lonelier than the average. Another good tune. Yeah, like legs up to your fucking armpits like that. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, like in the ZZ Top video. We should put that on. She got legs. She knows how to use them. I don't know if I can listen to that right now. It's been... That's fun. It's been a long time since I listened to that song. My dad used to like ZZ Top. I first heard him because he had like... I can't remember what one he had. When I was like little kids, he had like... When I was a little kid, it was just past... He did have records, but they were like upstairs in a box somewhere because there's an old record player. Because by the time I was old enough to like want to listen to music, like I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever, he had like tape player and like a fucking suitcase thing, like a big like case thing with a bunch of tapes in it, and there was a bunch of like, obviously when you're a kid you're drawn to like, ooh, like some of the covers look cool. I remember he had Prodigy, Music for the Jilted Generation, which is like a sort of like dude's face like shouting. It's like this sort of like, it's not like scary, but it's quite sort of stark like front cover. That's like 1993 or 94, so I was like 8 then, something like that, 8 or 9. Some other stuff, but he had ZZ Top, I think it's Eliminator, with the car on the front. But the album that Legs is on, and some of the other ones like maybe Sharp Dressed Man, Rough Boy is also a good tune. Yeah, wicked album, dude. And when you're a kid and their guitar's just like, meow, like screaming and that, and you're like... Confidence is hard for people, though. Self-confidence is a difficult thing for people to understand. Because it doesn't come from anything. Like so you could get more of it, but it's not something really that specifically comes from anything else. It's something you've got to foster inside. That's what it's about. Weird, because that also comes from my old man in childhood, who instilled upon me how important it is to be yourself. He probably regretted teaching me that because it probably works too well sometimes. when I was too much of not giving a fuck about other people because I'm like, oh, this is just me. Obviously, you've got to bend a little bit. But yeah, that was like, don't go with the crowd and shit just because everyone else is. Only do it if you want to. Which is excellent advice, really. To be true to yourself, because it'll help you maybe, hopefully, later in life, understand who you are a bit better and be a bit more honest with yourself. Maybe a little bit. I suppose we could all do a bit more of that, couldn't we, chat? Well, I heard this one in ages either. This is a great track. Oh, weird vibes. This is a good tune. This is a remix. What they call Ten Snake. Who does the remix? Let me just check this as well. I forgot I can raid from this now. I forgot I can do that. Oh, we got. Okay, I see we got. Okay, this is perfect actually. We've got Tevin and we've got Bread on, but Tevin's one says very small stream. So if we go there, then he'll look, and he'll probably follow more people than me, but he'll look and he'll go, oh look, expired bread, it's like Australian time. And then he'll rate her after. So it'll work out really well. Jay Wusso, how you doing? Keeps on this is a great tune. I know this Raiders. Oh, bro, I'm gonna blast this loud in a minute. I need to get a speaker. When I get the is it compunction? The impulse. Compunction maybe is like it's almost like you can't stop. It's like an unstoppable urge. It's kind of like that. Like to listen to music loud. Maybe it's compunction. I'm gonna look that up after. Sorry, I'm. No, wrong word. No, it stops you from doing something bad. Oh no, it's more like it's like, okay, I used it the wrong way. The impulse we go with to listen to music loud. But I need like a speaker with some bass, which I don't have. I don't think. And I'm not even really sure, like, I have to just like stick the PC cable into it and stick it behind there. I don't know. But I want to get something. Even like, there's little like, what's the name, like where you get like a little Beat speaker or whatever. They're okay. But like, I don't know. I'll see. Yeah, see, I haven't seen that. I seen a bit earlier. That was from the morning where someone asked him about training or something, but I didn't see him shit talking about LTG, because LTG talked about, basically DSP's been like trying to get his attention like repeatedly. I guess he just smells a bit of money in it. I'm not quite sure what he really sees in it. He just thinks he can punch down on him, which is interesting. But he's been leaving comments on his DSP Reacts channel on a bunch of LTG troll videos, and I know this specifically, not just because I see people posting about it, because I follow a couple of those channels and watch the videos as well, and I've seen a couple because they've pinned them. But he's been shit talking, and so LTG finally didn't exactly like respond, but he did respond. He watched a little bit of stuff of him talking about working out, a very small amount, and then watch the bit of him where DSP calls him a slave, which is was like a nothing burger anyway. Even when I saw it, you're like, okay, well, it has context. He's not just saying he's and to give him some credit, even though I don't want to give credit to either of them because they're proper scummy people, to give them both credit, LTG says he's not making a racial thing here at all, basically. But DSP was just trying to shit on LTG. That's all he was trying to do. Yeah, debt slave, exactly. It had nothing. There was no other connotation. DSP wasn't saying it so he meant it both ways. It was nothing you could tell. It's and as I say, to give LTG credit, he says that's nothing. But yeah, it was still this lolcow on lolcow violence. So LTG says now the price. LTG said the price is 50 now. LTG got his Twitter hacked as well. LTG got his Twitter hacked because he thought he could take it looks like he was going to take a payout from a crypto coin or whatever, 35 grand or something. And then they got access to his Twitter, and now it keeps posting things trying to pump this coin, and he can't stop it. And he says he didn't get paid. That guy is such a clown, bro. But he says, yeah, DSP's got to give him 50 grand to play him now. But yeah, it is pretty funny. The thing is as well, I said this the other night because we watched, I think Draggers posted it. It was an LTG workout video, and I was getting annoyed at it. But I said I don't think he can rep 315 for bench or squat for 2 or 3 reps. I don't think LTG can do that. There's no way he can rep that. His legs are tiny. Maybe his tall frame helps him a bit if he goes really wide. I'm not sure, but I don't think he can He can rep 3 plates on a squat, and I don't think he can bench again. Even though he's a taller guy and he's got wider arm span. As I said, I've got a bunch of excess chest muscle, dude. I've bench pressed for a long fucking time. Bench pressing up to 3 plates, even if you're average or above average body weight anyway, is fucking difficult. And again, don't just bench 3 plates just because you can. Regardless, it's dumb to do. If you're trying to build a physique, chat, and not just get stronger. If you're thinking about the visuals over how physically strong you are, you don't need to do maxes like that. It's just an ego thing to see how strong you are. The strength will come. That's just a natural progression. You don't need to risk injury at any age really, just to see how much you can lift in one single rep in a controlled setting in the gym. What you really need to do is be more able to just do everything, train everything, be strong generally, so that if God forbid in real life something happens and you need to use it, then your body's able to meet the demands. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not about in this position I can lift this amount of weight in one go when I psych myself up and I'm wearing these arm things. It's still impressive, but for just regular people that are going to the gym and doing stuff, you don't need to be doing that. You're just gonna in the end hurt yourself. It's so rare that I do a max where I can do 1 rep and I think I'll just go for this 1 rep. I basically never ever do that now. I never do stuff like that. I still occasionally get minor injuries just because when you use heavy weight, and I'm fucking older and my body's not 22. But yeah, you don't need to worry about that. I'm not saying you do what you want in the gym is great, but just think about it. It's cool. I'm not saying don't do it. I don't mean to shit on it because I know people like it. I totally get it. Again, and I've done things like that. But just for most people generally, it's most of the time it's just needless risk, and there is no reward except just a bragging right. That's basically all you're getting. It's not that that's necessarily good or bad to say you could bench 3, 4, 500, but that's all it is really. Unless you're like literally a competitive like power lifter or something like that, like it's just a quite a lot of risk in that one moment for like, and you're not getting a lot of, as I say, like reward, like physically your body lifting that weight. In those like 1 rep lifts, if you're just the average person that's just trying to do it, you're getting basically nothing back from that, unless you're an actual strength athlete and you're doing those sort of lifts because you're progressing them to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger to win competitions and stuff like that. Just a regular person who goes to the gym just to be fit and healthy, not even to like look jacked or whatever, just to be fit, healthy, longevity, if you're with your friends, whatever, there's no need for someone like that to go, okay, I need to see how much I can bench press and go from like whatever your working weights and decent weights all the way up to some extreme that you can barely fucking lift off yourself if your life depended on it. It's just putting the system under that much stress for basically no reason, like when your life's not in danger or something like that. It's just needless. That's all. And I know we all do dumb shit like that, because I've done dumb shit like that. But just like, be careful out there and that, do you know what I mean? Right, let me see this. Okay. Okay. Be sincere. I'm crazy. That's because Mailman's like, right, chat. I'm going now. Like Bilbo Baggins. I'll tidy up a bit. I'm going to get on. What is it, cats? We put it right here. We have outro video. Alright, works perfectly. Yes. Alright, works perfectly. Yes, it does. Sorry, sir. Was you sleeping? Did I disturb you? Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Was we sleeping? Yeah. Hey. But yes, chat. I'll be back later. Let me get this phone. Sorry, boy. I'll be back later, chat. Thanks for hanging out. Ta-da.